All right, just know it's gonna be okay. I know in this moment that you may think like times are down and out, like it's hard right now. You gotta know that you are going to be okay, and the world is shifting for you for a reason. In these moments where we feel like it can't get no better than this, or right when I'm here, things are holding me back to get where I want to be, I'm so close. You got to know this is a good thing. These are good signs. Every stepping stone is a stepping stone. So things happen for a reason in your life, for your greater good. So it's not happening to hurt you. It's only happening to better you. Whether it's old girlfriends, whether it's friendships that died out, whether it's people you want around you in your life that just don't be there when you want them to. The universe is showing you who is who, what is what for a reason. And you have to stop fighting back and roll with the flow. Go with the punches. So you can receive the blessings that are truly waiting for you. You have so much good in store for you. It's a lot of things that, it's getting put together to be one big shift for you. But if you don't accept it, and it's your choice too, and don't see it for what it is, you could be with the wrong person for years. You could be in the wrong relationship for a long time, man. You could be with the wrong friends forever. Steady, endless nights where you haven't got your studies together. You haven't got your education together. You haven't got your job entitlement together. You haven't been where you were supposed to be at because you're in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time because you were around the wrong people. 5 friends contradict where you're headed in life. So if these people are taking you to a place where you don't fit in and you know it, when you get there and you're around these people, you instantly feel different while everybody else feeling the same. Like the guy you going with, the girl you going with take you to this place and they are just one with everyone there. But you feel distant and disconnected. That is for a reason. You are different than they are. And you don't need to be there. You're not supposed to be there. You have a different journey. You have a different meaning of life than they do. And sometimes maybe they are already established and it's okay for them to be there in the moment, but not you because you are not established yet. You have not yet gotten to where you want to be able to celebrate like they are doing. I think we run into that a lot in life, that we want it now. We want to have everything right then and there, and we forget the process. And throughout the process, we are celebrating for nothing. A lot of times in our lives, we celebrate the wrong moments. Celebration is done from completion of one task. If you have a segment or you have a chapter in your studies and you complete that chapter, then there's the celebration. But if you haven't done anything the whole year, you haven't done anything at all last year, and you are in the clubs or at parties with friends, or you're around people that just turn up 24/7 and you are uncomfortable with them, but yet you continue to party, it's because it's not meant for you to celebrate right now. And celebration is totally different. It's a whole totally different definition than how they are celebrated. Once you get there, you're going to celebrate totally different than they are. Then you can show them, you can embrace them into how it's done properly. But first, you got to indulge into your lifestyle that you are in right now of progression, scaling. You can't scale if you are sidetracked. And a lot of times we fall victims to forgetting the law of averages, and we fall into a short time span of trying to grow farther than where we can, and we find ourselves down and out because we didn't get there quick enough. And you have to go through those law of averages because you're going to see so many no's before you see a yes. So every time you get a no, you've fallen off and you want to go party or you want to go do anything else, something else that make you feel good and not learn from it. When you learn from these stepping stones, walls, you know, clutches, just hardships, when you run into these are to be learned as a lesson and growth from that lesson so that you can be a better person and you can receive the blessing that's coming for you. Trust me, I don't know who I'm supposed to be talking to right now, but this message for you, I feel in my heart right now that it's time for me to talk to you this way, and that's why it's coming out this way. This is organic. I don't have nothing written down. I'm just telling you this. So in reality, you're going to run into a lot of no's. Maybe the job you wanted said no. Maybe, the girl you wanted said no. Maybe the car dealership, you went to the car dealership and you wanted this certain vehicle and it said no at the time. Maybe you wanted this car so bad that you didn't even care how many miles it had on the vehicle, but you wanted it just because of how it looked. And the universe told you no, and the dealership told you no. Because when you get that car, those keys are going to be new. And when you get inside of that new car, in that seat, you're going to have brand new leather. You're going to have brand new rims. And you're going to have 0 mileage. 0 to 1,000. And the reason why you are getting these no's is because the universe is setting you up for a greater life, for a greater lifestyle than what you want right now in this moment. You can't solidify what's going on in the moment right now for you because it's not tangible. There's nothing tangible in what you are doing in this moment. In order to reap the benefits of what you want to see in the world, you got to put in the work. Keep your head down and don't look up until you see certificates, until you see results, and then you get benefits. And it is your time right now to benefit from all that the world has to offer you. It's been waiting for you. You want $1 million. The $1 million is already there. You just got to claim it. In order to claim it, you have to deserve it. In order to deserve it, you have to find out what it takes to be that person that deserves that amount of money. Because the world is yet crazy enough to reward a bunch of undeserving people. And we all fall victim because we see other people in nicer things. We see other people doing great and we feel like we should have it. So in the moment, it sounds good to start school. In the moment, it feels great to jump on search and put in for that job that we may feel like we deserve, but yet it don't come to us. Yet we may fail short on several tests. That doesn't mean give up. That means that it just started. You have just begun, right? In order to finish, you can't give up. There's a finish line from where you started. You want that car, you can have that car, man. You want that certificate, you want that degree, you want that master's, you can have it. It's yours. Relax. But just one thing you must have to do before you receive any of it: put in the work. And it's not hard to put in the work, but it's going to be hard to have it. Once you align yourself and set in stone and self-motivate yourself and have dignity within those losses, trying to figure out exactly what you're learning, from trying to figure out exactly what type of credit score you may need, and start having the actual deserve it factor to have these things, you will realize that it wasn't hard as it looked. The only thing was hard was starting today. And the reason why it looked hard from us, from the outside looking in, is because we're not practicing every day. It looks hard when Michael Jordan play basketball on the court and he's dominating every player on that court. But it's not hard if you were him practicing every single day. These are routines. These are steps. These are moves that have been practiced every single day. So now he's just reciting all of this in his head on the court on game day. Now it's not even hard. He remembering every move that he put in play every day when he practiced. So now he see results from it. Swish. Same way with you. You want the job, you can have that job. You may not be able to be manager, but you know what? You can start as an employee. And throughout being an employee, you can see what it takes to be this guy. Don't be afraid to pick people's brains and see exactly how they got there. Maybe you have to go to school. Go to school. See exactly what you want out of the world and start applying yourself to be that person that deserves those rewards. So now you got to do exactly what this man did. Maybe it's a little better these days. Maybe it's not going to be as hard as this guy did. Maybe it's going to be a little easier for you, right? It's going to move a little smoother because technology made it that way. Maybe he had to go to a physical class and you don't have to go to a physical class. Maybe you could do it online. Whatever it may be, it's going to move you forward to what you want. But you have to have it here first. And here, you got to know exactly what you want and never give up. Because right now, in this moment that you feel this way, you have reached that point in life where you know what you want. You know you want that vehicle. You know you want a good job. You know you want that nice house. You know you want that nice wife. You know you want that nice life. And that's where it starts to know what you want. Now that you done put into the universe and told them exactly what you want, they are recalculating your whole from here to there, to where you sitting up with your perfect wife. You sitting up in your perfect car. You sitting up in your perfect house. That's the finish line. You are at the start. So you got to go through everything it takes to get there, which is amazing because you know what you want. And if you want it bad enough, you're going to get it because you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. You're going to do whatever it takes to make it to those levels, to reap the benefits, to have those rewards. Today is the day. You made it. One thing you can be proud of yourself about is that you know what you want. And there's a lot of people on this earth right now that don't even know what they want, that are settling for anything. Fall for something, or fall for anything, right? So you know what you want. Wise man told me that in order to have it, you have to deserve it. So now that you know what you want, let's deserve to have what you want. Because this one thing, a person can give you $1 million right now. You can have $1 million right now, but it won't feel good in your hands unless you know you deserve that $1 million. Like you put blood, sweat, tears in it. So when they gave it to you, you're not getting it like, oh, thank you. You're getting it like, yes, it's that time. That's the best feeling in the world. You don't want handouts. Me personally, I don't even want to borrow money from people when I'm down, because it wasn't meant for me to have that. And if it was, it'd be in my pocket already from what I brought to the world and what I got out of it. So in order to have what I need right now, I need to get out there and do what I need to do. Period. It's easier said than done because a lot of people aren't self-motivated, but you are. This is what's great. And to those who already close, to those who already there, and things are happening in your way right now, you should get more excited than ever, because turn around for a minute. Look back for a couple of seconds before you start exaggerating, before you get all exaggerated and over the top. Because in reality, brothers, sisters, you came so far. You remember them times? I know you remember them days. Now look around you right now to what you got now. Look around you right now to where you at in your studies now. Look at how much you've learned. Look at how much growth you have in your position right now. Because this is what matters the most. This is going to push you to go 10 steps forward. It's time to 10x it now. Because right now, we will be a little shaky. We will get a little beside ourselves because that's how bad we want it. But push forward, because this should motivate you the most. When I get to the point where I'm just like, okay, what the heck? I think about where I'm at in the moment, and I start thanking the man upstairs, because my mom was only 14 with 6 kids, and I was the youngest, and she didn't have much. And for me to be where I'm at today, it's a blessing coming from someone who did the best they could. So when you look back and see where you came from, and you look at where you at today, there's nothing but progression, because every day the universe is pushing us forward, not holding us back. Even if you lose your wife today or tomorrow, he is pushing you forward, because that wasn't the woman you were supposed to be with, because the one you supposed to be with is never gonna leave. Never gonna leave your side. Right? And the education where you in right now trying to study, the reason why it's taking you longer is because when you get there, there are other things that the universe are trying to get you ready for. You may be ready for that degree, for that master's, that certificate, but one thing you're not ready for is communication with employees. Finances within yourself. Maybe you got a bad spending habit. Self-motivation, self-driven. Maybe they don't feel like you in that position right now gonna be ready for all that responsibility. So we have to constantly work on ourselves, because it may not just be that what needs to be tweaked. The overall must be tweaked to get us ready. I like to challenge myself every day on any task. I wake up every day and I challenge myself from eating, from working out, and from my knowledge. And I test myself to move further so that when a task comes that's hard, it's not going to be as hard for me because I already pushed myself in a way to align myself to deserve it. So I'm ready. And you are too. And right now is the time, my friend, because I'm going to tell you what. Look around you. Really take in what you see. What you may think is holding you back from where you're going could truly be just getting you ready to where you will be. The world is aligning you chronologically to analyze everything you've been through so that you can receive the blessing you deserve. And within those times, there's a thin ice lining whether you'll receive that blessing or not due to your choices that you make. Don't blow up and don't give up. These things are happening to you for a reason, for they are testing you to see if you're really going to be able to handle the blessing that's coming for you. And do you really deserve this? Because this is going to dramatically change and shift your life for the greater good, for you and the people around you. If this helped you in any way, guys, smash the like button. And also, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I'll see you on the next video.